Mr. President, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. President, welcome to Azerbaijan. I'm very glad that you accepted my invitation and visiting our country on official visit. You've been many times in Azerbaijan in your previous capacity, but as a president, it's the first time. I have very good memories of our previous meetings, including last January in Davos. And once again, thank you for being with us. I'm sure that the visit will strengthen bilateral relations between our countries, will create new opportunities for cooperation in different areas. We discussed broadly with the President on tete-a-tete meeting and with the participation of delegations, different aspects of our bilateral agenda and also issues of international importance. We are glad that we have a very solid framework for our cooperation. The declaration on a strategic partnership between our countries, signed 9 years ago, creates a legal framework and elevates our relations to the very high level. And based on that, we've been working closely in order to develop partnership in different areas. Just a week ago, the Joint Intergovernmental Commission met in Azerbaijan, in Karabakh, in Shusha, and we listened to the information of the co-chairs, very promising plans and a lot of things to do together. Today's business forum definitely is another demonstration of the huge potential in doing business, finding opportunities for mutual investments, creation, joint manufacturing, and many other. I looked at the list of participants. It's quite a broad presentation from both sides. Hopefully, this interaction will end into practical contracts. Also, we agreed that we will keep each other informed about the plans, about programs, about investment opportunities, so that companies from both countries can have access to information and can plan their activity. Investments in both countries, I think, will be something which can bring very tangible results. Azerbaijani investors, whether state or private, are ready to do this kind of activity, and I hope that the business forum will really be a breakthrough in increasing the volume of our mutual trade, which is unfortunately so far a little bit modest. Another thing which we also agreed to explore is a direct flight connections, especially in these times when there are certain disruption and certain shortages of jet fuel for some airlines, which fortunately Azerbaijani airlines do not suffer from. This could be another opportunity. And of course, people-to-people contacts, education. We're glad to hear the number of Azerbaijani students, more than 450, were studying in Latvia. And all of them, I'm sure, enjoy staying in your beautiful country. I remember my numerous visits and want to congratulate you with all the achievements in development of your country. We also discussed security issues, regional development in the region of Southern Caucasus, in the Baltic region. Things are happening around us. I informed Mr. President about the latest development on a peace track between Azerbaijan and Armenia, which is very promising, and actually we have de facto peace since last August, when both countries were invited by President Trump to White House and signed a joint declaration, and also foreign ministers initialed text of peace agreement. Since that time, there have been a lot of positive dynamics in the peace process, including beginning of trade, particularly supply of fuel products from Azerbaijan to Armenia, meetings between the representatives of civil societies, media representatives, which also contribute to the creation of the normal atmosphere between countries which were at war for many years. So this is an example that demonstrates that only political will and political wisdom and also strategic vision for the future deliberate developments. Either you continue endless war or wars, or you stop at one time when you achieved what you wanted based on international law, and then you demonstrate the readiness for peace. I think this example can be important for those countries which still are at wars. Once again, I'd like to say that relations between our countries are based on the very solid framework, and also I think important part is our personal relations with Mr. President. We know each other for many years, I think maybe some 20 years or something, and really very glad from personal point of view to host our dear friend and his delegation to Baku. Once again, welcome and wish you a pleasant stay.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. First of all, I want to express gratitude on behalf of Latvian delegation and myself for your tremendous hospitality and warm reception. I think that the discussions that we have had today were very positive, very pragmatic, and oriented towards the future cooperation. My official visit to Baku, my official visit to the Republic of Azerbaijan, actually reaffirms the principles of our strategic partnership that has been signed in 2017. I think that also in today's statement that we both adopted, we have put some way ahead how we want our strategic partnership to proceed. Let me also say that my delegation includes both a number of officials, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Agriculture, Secretary of State of the Ministry of Interior, Chief of Border Guard, but also there is a vast business delegation, and I'm very much looking forward to the business forum that is going to take place later today here in Baku in order to facilitate economic cooperation. When it comes to economic cooperation, I think that, and I agree very much with your assessment, which is a very diplomatic one, a very modest trade that we have needs to be increased. And I do believe that there is plenty of opportunity in the field of defense industry, in the field of transportation, in the field of pharmaceuticals, and also we discussed some very practical ways how to share our experiences. As you know, Latvia is a country of forests, and we discussed about the plans that you have set, Mr. President, on putting more forests both in modernization and reconstruction of Karabakh, but also in a wider sense. And here I believe that our advice and also our experience could be helpful, and we have tasked also our respective ministers to work into this field. Also, the Intergovernmental Commission that worked here in Azerbaijan, in Susha last week, I think have already discussed some of the practical issues. I do hope that we will be able to see practical results from both the work of the Commission and also the ideas and the decisions that we have exchanged and made today. Let me also turn to other topics that I believe are very important. Number one, I just want to congratulate you, Mr. President, and all the people of Azerbaijan on the peace treaty that has been initiated between Azerbaijan and Armenia. We very much look forward to the speedy process in this regard. We very much support that and also your stance in this regard, and we do hope that we will see also the conclusion of the treaty that is important for the security not only of the region but also for the whole globe. And also, that's another thing that I want to stress, we see a positive steps in cooperation between Azerbaijan and the European Union. We discussed one particular issue where I want to stress our full support, and that's the visa liberalization. Because we can discuss a lot of things, and we came to that conclusion about the connectivity, transportation, direct flights. But it is important that citizens of Azerbaijan enjoy much liberal access to the European Union, and also European citizens enjoy access to your beautiful country, because there is tremendous potential not only for business but also for people-to-people contacts and tourism. And of course we see the role of Azerbaijan, especially in Trans-Caspian transport corridor, especially in energy field, as a strategic value for both Latvia but also for the European Union in general. And finally, let me say that we, as President said, discussed a lot about regional developments. We very much value the humanitarian assistance that Azerbaijan has provided to Ukraine. But we also very much hear and listen to what Mr. President and his team has to say about the regional developments regarding Iran, regarding the Middle East. And I used one more time the opportunity to express our full solidarity of Latvia to Azerbaijan over not so recent drone attacks against Azerbaijan. We discussed ways of what can be and should be done to normalize the situation. Latvia, as the non-permanent member of Security Council of the United Nations, stands ready to work and to listen with all countries and hear the voice and the wisdom of Azerbaijan is very, very important when it comes to regional issues. Mr. President, as you said, I think that we have met many times. Mostly when I visited Baku as the foreign minister, then in Davos last year, and now I'm very delighted to have this official visit. Let me just say that we very much look forward to welcome you in Riga. We just counted that it's now almost 10 years since your last visit. Well, we had the COVID years and some other issues, but exchanges like that always are beneficial for both of our countries. Exchanges like that, the friendship that we have also facilitates political, economic, and cultural exchange. And you know, on a more personal note, my first time when I was in Baku in Azerbaijan was in 2002. Then I came many times. I think it's my 6th or 7th visit. I have lost the count. And I simply get amazed every time to see how the country, and especially the capital, because normally ministers and presidents do not see much out of capital, how your country and how your capital is developing. And we know that there is a lot of your personal attention and involvement. And let me just conclude this by wishing well to you, Mr. President, and to all the people of Azerbaijan. I very much look forward to continue our close cooperation today and also in many meetings beyond of this official visit. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.